Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to
I literally don't understand that. Well, like, why is Discord so hard to use, man? Let's go. Big game. Let's get it, boys. Let's go.
Ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go! 180!
Tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
Yeah.
But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's going to get a solid game.
Come on, I should stop the run.
Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game
I drafted the
progresses.
best team in that league. Team's going to win you Super Bowl.
Run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Oh yeah, your O-line is insane. If the league lasts, then you just draft O-line. If it doesn't, well, you have a God squad for 1 year. Big time, 146.
So what do you do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd,
come on, let me get this nano. Let me get it. Come on, come off the edge. No. Slay. Good play.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Jamal Agnew.
On the return, here's Agnew.
Good stuff, good stuff. Good return. Come on.
On the return, and the Lions will take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Go, Melvin! Yes, sir!
A 1st down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there.
That can't happen.
To do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's
PI! That's PI, come on.
Flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. It's caught. This is White. Now White lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about some training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards.
All right, here comes my money play for the touchdown. Here it comes. I dialed this up earlier today, and it was hot. It was hot. All right, here we go. James is gonna be wide open.
Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
No, he got sacked.
27-yard line, he's sacked. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Damn, bro.
Water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Hey.
Stafford.
Ooh, that was Stevie.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Okay.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down.
Oh my gosh, man. What the hell is that shit?
I'm not sure what this is about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it.
Pick that. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, you should not be able to throw that. Come on.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. And they'll work it in.
Yo, how can you throw that?
It's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook.
Good play. Good play. Good play.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves leaves them with a 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Oh, run Matthew Stafford. That should have been wide open. It was cover 3.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This is really dumb play calling right now.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
What am I doing right now?
Let's see who this is on.
Choking.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And that's complete to Jesse James. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play.
Oh my gosh.
Really
come on.
That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 2nd down.
Make the tackle.
He'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's
Come on! Nah.
Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Oh my gosh. Come on. I should have been tackled in the backfield.
He works it past the 50.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
Darius Slay.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs.
Darius Slay. Best fucking corner in the goddamn game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Mike, check. 21. Hey. Mike 5'9",
I said, oh, I'm right about the lights. Oh my gosh, why does he follow him there? This play doesn't work anymore.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan.
This man's user is just fucking up.
From games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, here's a throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team six.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Oh my gosh, he almost caught that.
Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Kenny, you gotta help me out there, sir.
It's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
Inside the 30.
Oh my gosh, Slay! Slay! No!
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Barely got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position.
Gosh, I cannot fucking pass on this dude.
He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Got his man complete over the middle.
Face mask, and we're in field goal range.
Down with the first down and a late flag here too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, man. Show them what we got.
Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay.
There's no way that linebacker can run faster than the wide receiver. In no world. In no world.
Okay, it's real. He winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First. We go.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, you got three, three down.
Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it into enemy territory, down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Come on, man, let's go.
His crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I'm calling.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be caught at the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Punch this motherfucker in the end zone, man.
The entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check. Easy.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
But we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
That's caught by Treadwell.
Dude, he just ran straight verts.
27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Come on, man.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Here we go. Mike 5'9",
From the gun, Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to White. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Mike, hey, Alpha. Right there in the middle, 55. He don't know no better. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on third down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Touchdown, Detroit. Kevin White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Going deep for Diggs. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game.
How did Cousins throw that ball accurately there, man?
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
What?
What? Leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Cook following the penalty. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
He literally is a linebacker. Pushes right off of
Remember,
him.
the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down.
Had him open, man.
Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here?
It's fucking stupid, bro.
This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close,
come on, man.
You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's
unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
4th down, Cousins. It's complete.
My gosh, it's thrown right at you, man. What are you doing?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Pick the ball, bro.
With just under 30 seconds left to go.
That should be game. Come on.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half.
Damn.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
Stafford now to throw. And
What is going on?
Everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. 22. Watch the safety crease.
Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
They
down.
can run past that guy.
Blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still
Gosh, this O-line is so fucking bad.
Scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 22! Hey, Haywood!
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down.
Gosh,
Stafford
man.
is sacked. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. What can Cousins do in the OT? And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third line, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Come on, man.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 11.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, my
Trying to
God.
give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check.
Play action. Stafford.
Oh my God, I'm fucking double teaming him.
Bring him down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's now third down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Let's see what you got. Switch.
Stafford now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Cousins. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll do it for us. For my partner.